You're all familiar with Tubi. Many of you are familiar with Pluto, and there are other ones, and especially everybody's familiar with YouTube, which is actually one of the biggest AVODs there is. In these days, a lot of films are making a significant amount of their revenue on AVOD. Let's just focus on Tubi and YouTube. And if you can do that correctly, there is a filmmaking career for you, and that's what's exciting. I mean, I know filmmakers that just released their films to Tubi, and those movies that are released to Tubi make significantly more than their budget. Now, are you saying, oh, wait, great, I'm going to make a movie, release it to Tubi, and make all this money? I wish it were that easy. No, what you have to do is make the right movie that people are going to stay and watch. And so that's why I'm saying it's changing filmmaking slightly. The reason, let's first go to the reason that I believe platforms like Tubi and YouTube are becoming the main source of revenue for a lot of filmmakers is that the younger generation is used to watching things for free. On YouTube, on TikTok, all those things they're used to watching for free and not having a paywall behind it like the TVOD, the transactional VOD. So they're used to watching it for free. They're used to watching ads, okay? But understand this, when you're making a film, and I just had a great conversation with a filmmaker about this yesterday, you have to have things that keep people entertained through the ads so that they stay on. Because for the film to make money, it has to show ads to the consumer. So that entails something happening right in the beginning of the film. And if that film has a strong opening that's a hook, great, they're going to stay and they'll give you some time. But if you're taking 20, 30 minutes to develop your characters and it's a slow start with a big build, most likely people aren't going to stay around. And I'm not saying that it's bad to make a film that way or anything. I'm just saying it's not going to work for those audiences, okay? And another thing is that if you think about your ad breaks and when the logical ad breaks are going to come, if something happens right before those ad breaks, well, then people go, I want to stay and I want to continue to watch this. For those ad-based video-on-demand platforms, that's what the people are watching. You could go to YouTube and start to look for what are the popular movies. Look at some of the big movie channels that are on there that have the millions of subscribers and start to look, all right, what is popular? What has had 3, 4, 5 million views? What has had more than that? And look at those movies and check out their pacing. Check out what happens when. What genre are they? Do they have a known star in it, or is it an unknown? How well is it made? Or is it just that specific genre that has those tropes that are going to get people to continually watch it? So those ads are going to get played over and over again. One of the best things you can do as a filmmaker if you want to be profitable is to do that. Kind of reverse engineer it, go back and find what movies are popping on YouTube. Again, Tubi's great as well, but you can't get the analytics of the numbers from there. YouTube, you can't. You can see how many views that it has, which directly leads to revenue. So do that. Look at that and say, how can I make my movie like this? Now, there are no guarantees you can make a movie exactly like the movie that's the most popular on such and such YouTube channel. And it may not be as successful, but you're stacking the deck in your favor. You have a much better chance of doing it if you look and you go, okay, how can I make the pacing the same? How can I keep in the same genre? How can I make those tropes the same to get that exact effect? And you might be really successful. Hey everybody, quick pitch on the Movie Producer Mastermind at Filmmaking Stuff HQ. If you want to learn how to finance your film, make your film, and then sell it and distribute it, this is where you need to be. It's the ultimate resource for putting your movie together. If you want to make your dream come true, you're going to want to check it out. Also, hit like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. We put up new free content every week.